Get the whole story and everything.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley don't look that happy, but alright.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Nobody said
Never
hi,
in all his
man.
years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
My man was really sitting here at this desk for that hour, though. That's, yo, my man's dedicated, bro. He working to get that new promotion, man. The desk looking all clean and shit. This is kind of spooky. I don't know why. Yo, I hate one thing I hate about offices though, when they put the coffee cup on top of the papers and shit, and then you get that little ring of, dude, dirty motherfuckers, bro. All right. So I woke up, walked out my door.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
My door just closed randomly. I can't reopen it.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I love how they're narrating what I'm doing though. Nobody even work here at 432. I was able to do that. I did that. I pressed that button. What happened? Nothing happened, no. What does it say? I like work. I just hate my boss. Damn, okay. What a cup do you have at work, bruh? Every time I enter a new room, it glitches a little bit. Let me turn off these guys' computers, man. What an ungrateful ass people.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay. And it's not going to advance the story in any way. I'm curious, man. What the fuck is going on in here? Where do I work at?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, knowing me,
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
am I about to die? Ooh, this is nice.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Facts.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yo. Drinking it all in though. This is a fancy room compared to everything else. This is a fancy room.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
This is, bruh, I don't think he understands. Whatever, we'll keep going.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I mean, what do they expect, bro? Like, Matt, you stupid. I'm about to die? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, exactly 5K. Yo, why is it? Yo, who made these prices, bruh?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me.
Yeah, I wish we would have jumped off.
For her.
Asking for her. What the fuck is he talking about?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Well, this game is so weird. Should I listen to him? I don't know, man. A part of me doesn't want to listen. Because I gotta see what happens. Am I gonna walk in here? I'm gonna die? Like, why is this room so dark? Ah!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No. 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 Okay.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
That fresh bread, though.
Okay, there we go.
That fresh
All right,
bread,
now,
though.
I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press R on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Bitch!
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I don't want to pressing everything else. Whatever, dude.
But in his mind, In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Isn't this what Stanley guy did for his job? Yes. Please press 6 to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
New name, Stanley. Press E to spend time with the boys? What is happening right now?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice.
True.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
He's speaking facts right now. He's speaking facts. To prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Press F to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I think we're gonna have to play one more time. Press Q to tell your wife you love her. Yo, I love you, boo. You're looking kind of plain right now, but I fucking love you.
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be?
Is it turning back into...
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
I'm listening.
Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Motherfucker. He said don't do it. He said don't. He specifically said don't do it. I'm not doing it, bro. We're gonna sit here and wait. Is that the real time? No. I was about to fucking go crazy. Don't put Pega aim at me, sir. Alright.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press 9 to question nothing. Alright, this game like beat me over the head.
Not in the
Okay,
way I want him to.
alright.
But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
Got you.
We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
You got me, bro. You got me.
And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button.
Huh?
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I...
Why the fuck did you push it? Shut up! You were yelling at me in all caps. Alright. GG. Alright, chat, we're gonna listen. I kind of don't want to listen, but it's not gonna end up in anything, so
All of his co-workers were gone.
let's just
What
listen
could it
now.
mean?
See what happens.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps I missed a memo, chat. Let's actually, like, you know, let's do this, man. Let's do this. They beat it over my head like I was an
When
idiot.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, we're doing it, baby. Damn, it's bright as fuck outside.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
for Nat getting
Stanley
fired.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with your coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. That's usually not how it's supposed to happen. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Now we gotta sit here and read these. Number of slides. On the slides. On a pie chart. Yep. He's all right. Write out which charts on the same slide depict the same information.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do
I'm sorry.
anything.
I got you, bro.
This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Alright, he's clearly upset with me right now. I'm moving. I gotta go where? The broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
It's
to
so
his
hard to
boss's
not
office.
walk downstairs. Ugh. God damn. Yo, this is where all the money's at, man. Look at the door in this room. It just looks so out of fucking place.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Yo.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Oh, wait.
He stepped into the
By
newly
sheer
opened
luck.
passageway.
I don't know about this, bruh. Yeah, this is definitely some Batcave shit. Like, this looks insane. I don't know about this, bruh. Hey, look, corrugated hose. Here we go, dude. It's just plot gets thicker, bruh. They need more eerie music, honestly.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
The fuck?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Why does this game do, bruh? Fuck. I mean, I gotta see what the game gonna do. I gotta see what the game does.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Nah, fuck it, dude. Fuck it, dude. Where's my we dooming out here?
Still on board with death?
Hell yeah, bro. I wish I could sprint, just dart down the line like Naruto style. Nah, we gotta see what's about to happen.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
It said escape, bro. I don't believe you.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yo, Bernard, what up, dude? What up? Yo, this is so spooky. Bro, this game is so fucking good for some reason, bro. Box slide. Let's do it, boys. We gotta do it.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
oh my God,
that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
I can't jump!
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this
what up, CEO?
to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
That was a whole new That was a whole new narrator, and I'm still alive. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is... It's just a room. I'm so scared right now.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Wait, I'm above the fucking game. This is just a fuck... was I just a fucking rat in your little experiment? The set of two open doors has the very first concrete piece of Stanley's parable design. Once the room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction that room posed. What the fuck? The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Oh, this is what Tarkov was hella confused. This is 100% not Tarkov. I'm doing this new thing. I just gonna play random games on the stream, and if the stream's still popping when I'm done, we're gonna play some Tarkov after. This is just filing cabinets chat. Wow. So what the fuck is going on? So I just do it again? Yeah, chat, we died. Credits. Oh, game's over. GG. 11 out of 10. That was the best cabinets I've ever seen in my life. Boss's office. This is literally just like the credits. Office clock. Wow. Yo, that's some office clock you got there, bro. What is this though? This is a museum of the whole game, pretty much. I heard something.
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you.
What? Bam! He's gonna just stop right there? Man, I was listening. Yep, that's exactly where I left off. An early version of the underground portion of the game. Alright, let's go back. This is interesting. Very interesting. Freedom ending. I didn't get to this part. Exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
The fuck?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not.
This would be dope
Sometimes
PR.
these
What's up,
things
Johnny
cannot be
Beast?
seen.
Happy Monday to you, brother.
But listen to me. You can still save these two.
Hey,
you can
what?
stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and you'll only true choice.
No.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
Oh, shit. Oh, it actually went in. Am I dead? We got start all over now? Oh, the game just that's this F screen. This is it. Alright, begin the game again. Let's do this. This game is so fun. I just had to see what happens if I went down that hallway. Alright, let's do it, baby.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I miss a memo, chat? Did I miss a memo? Johnny B's trying to buy a
When
PC,
Stanley
man.
came
Yo,
to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go to the left one, chat. We're gonna pay attention. Never is the end? No. No.
Yet there was not a single person here
the end.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Probably some more funny shit on these boards. What do people want? Things. Money. More money. Things, but with money to buy more things. That's a fact, though. This is exactly what we want. Alright, what's downstairs?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, is that a whip? Hey, it's the whip.
But Stanley
Aw,
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Smart.
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Saying a lot.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What the fuck?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
Wait.
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
Her brain
How
hurts.
could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely,
Oh, no.
surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
Oh no.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Son of a bitch.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up.
Fucking lost again,
he
dude.
thought
I
to
just
himself.
went down the stairs. I just
I'm
wanted to
through
see
with
what was
this dream.
downstairs.
I wish it to be over. Let
Okay,
me go
let's
back
follow
to
the
my
directions,
job.
goddammit.
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
You just make it
Please.
so fucking hard.
It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up.
Bro,
My
what's
name is
this-
Stanley.
what's this music?
I have
Chill,
a boss.
chill,
I have
chill,
an
chill,
office.
chill, chill.
I am real.
Chill.
Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose,
Thought it
got
was
dressed,
Stanley.
gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Wait.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance,
Am I dead?
for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Wait, what?
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
I'm
She
so
had
confused,
no time for this,
bro. What
so
the
it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down
She has
the
no
body,
time for this dead body
and then
right
she
here.
turned and ran.
I have no time for this. I have a meeting. I have no time. No time. I have a meeting to attend. I have no time. Alright, okay. Alright. Okay, this is the Alright. Discipline, chat. Discipline. Alright? Discipline. We're gonna actually follow the story this time.
All
I
of his
promise.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Go
had
to this
simply missed a memo.
goddamn meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did. Sir, yes sir, I did. Swinging
Yet
right
there was
on
not a
through it.
single person here either.
Nope, nobody here.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Kept on
Stanley
going.
decided to go up to his boss's
Showing up,
office.
showing up.
Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boom, baby. Look at this guy's office. Look at. Wait a minute now. Chat, this is a new room. There's a panda with a gun into his head, bro. There's a panda with a gun to his head. I gotta look at this. What does that say? Business strategy? What kind of fucking businesses are we running? Oh shit, chat. This is chat. Oh my god. Chat, I gotta do it. No. No, chat. We're just gonna end up dead. We're just gonna end up dead again. Chat, stop. Don't go in the elevator. Chat, stop it. Chat, stop it. Chat, do not go in the elevator. Stop it. Chat, you gotta stop doing things that aren't in the story. We gotta finish this fucking story, chat. Motherfucker. That's why I said Stanley. Stanley? Did you hear that? It's like whispering Stanley in my ear. Why do we do this, chat? Why do we do this? Wait, what? Wait. Nah. You're gonna go somewhere. Stanley. Nah, we gotta give it a second. Give it a second. Give it a second. Give it a second. This feels like the elevator to hell, high key. Is that my guy singing? I can't tell. Man, the dude said when you look down, you can't see your feet. Alright, alright. Bro. It doesn't go nowhere. Let me see. Can I hit up? Alright, let's go up. We've been hitting down. Let's go up. That's how the music starts immediately when the door closes. I'm at the narrator, ain't say nothing yet. Cha cha cha. Cha cha cha. Cha cha cha. Cha cha cha. Yo, if I told you guys I used to know how to tango, would y'all believe me? I used to know how to waltz, tango, all that bullshit for like my high school prom. We had to learn them bullshits. The easiest to dance is the waltz. It's actually very, very simple. You never forget too, right? Wait, what are you talking about? They aren't bullshits? Come on, dancing. Oh, nothing happened. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to call them bullshit, but they kind of all bullshit. Let's be real. They kind of all bullshit. Nobody does them dances anymore. Alright, GG's. Nothing to do in there. What about behind the desk? No? Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
My bad, dude. Calming New Age music. Yo, DMCA, DMCA, DMCA.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright, I'll wait for him. I'll wait for him. I'll wait for him. Jesus Christ. Yo, Ank, man, what parties you be going to where they be waltzing and shit, bro? That sounded kind of lit. Alright. We gotta listen to him now. Alright, chat, I promise. Narrate on your head. He really is upset, bro. Adult parties with refined people. Guy Ink is funny, bro. Okay, man. Enjoy your parties, dude. Sounds lit. Alright, chat. We're gonna follow.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
not gonna
Mind
escape.
Control
We're
Facility.
not gonna escape.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh,
What
damn.
horrible secret did this place hold?
What the? These are
Stanley thought to
television
himself.
screens, bro?
Did he have the strength to find out?
Bro, who built this shit, man? I always think about shit like this. Like, who took the time to build from the ground up and then installed all of these television screens around the room, bro? Like, who built this shit? That's a lot of construction work and a lot of time. I can't walk off the edge either. Professional, nah, no bull. Architect. This is insane, bro. So we got camera. Let's turn the cameras on.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
Oh, nah.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
A lot of employees. That man said fired over there. What was I think it was 427, right? Yeah, I'm 427. I'm right there. I'm right in the middle of the screen right there. Of course I'm not in the office, but that'd be creepy if I see myself in the office.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I don't beat up in my office at work. It's when the door's open. I close the door, but damn, they be watching me, dude. That's crazy.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Yeah, I'm a man.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
He's not gonna tell me how. Motherfucker. Okay. Oh, fuck. I'm looking for number 1. Nope, nothing. That's number 10. Jesus Christ. I thought that was like an exit. Okay. Wish you would have told me what to do. I guess I'll start with 5. I don't know. What about the blue screen? What blue screen? Oh. I mean, there's a whole room over here that's open. But, I mean, I don't want these doors to close and I can't go back in here. Yeah, I guess so.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Wait. Must be turning it off? Because that's what I'm supposed to do, right? Did I do? Fuck! Oh no, we're good? Did I win?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
I don't believe this.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life
I don't
he
believe
lives,
this shit for a
it will
second.
be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps
It's like
the
Minecraft.
only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Hey. Oh no. Is this not Minecraft looking? This is fucking crazy.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
I'm not even looking
the
no more.
immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beat the game. What? I got an achievement that said I beat the game. I said, what happened to my
All of his
coworkers?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Fuck being
Stanley
happy,
decided
bro.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nah, I missed something, bro. You gotta run that back.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nah, we gotta run that back. That's
Yet
not how
there
this
was
game
not a
ends. I
single
don't
person
believe
here
that.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I go in the bathroom? I can go in the bathroom. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Fucking bars, dog. Hold on. Does that make sense? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. I mean, I guess. That's just not the smartest thing to do. Fucking bars, though. Dr. Seuss, what's up? My man got bars, dog. Bars. Bars. Okay, whatever. I don't know what the point of that was.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley
Yo, wait,
pushes some
huh?
buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Yo! Yo, this narrator is funny as fuck, bro. I love it. Oh, yeah, we on. Just open the door. We know. You know what's up. He's like, yo, get on with it, bro. You know what the fuck you're doing. Get on with it. Yo, this game is great. What else is he about to fast forward?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
All right.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I gotta know what happened to my coworkers, bro. I hope there's a way to know. I hope this game isn't just a whole lot of just you'll never fucking know.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Yo, where's
Each bore the
420 at?
number
Oh my God,
of an
420
employee
at,
in the
bruh?
building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them,
420 somewhere around here.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe.
Which
It
one is way
couldn't
up
be
there?
true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
I can't really
That
see
his
inside
emotions
420.
had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Yo, Broku, that movie
It
was actually kind of
unthinkable.
crazy. I remember that
Wasn't
movie.
it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life
Yo, what up,
utterly
Zesty?
blind
Long time
to
no
the
see. That's how you
world?
been, bro.
But here was the proof. The heart of the
All right,
operation.
this is it. This is
Controls
where-
labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
I know what to do. Let's turn it
over
on. Let's
another
turn it on
human
this
life.
time.
For he
What's up, Jess?
would
Really?
dismantle the controls once and for all.
Just stopping by to renew my sub. Can't stay long. You ain't got to do that, bro. I know it's all love with you, man. Just chilling. Yo, good to hear, man. Good to hear, dude. Yeah, this game is really random, bro. But I think what we're going to do this time, we're going to turn it on. We're going to see what's up. We're going to see what's up. Yeah, Belko experiment. Yeah, Star Wars. It was kind of, the ending was kind of, you know, yeah, but the concept of the movie and like the actors weren't that bad. Like it was actually a pretty good movie. Put in new wood floors. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck
And when at
carpet.
last he found the source of the
That's
room's
what's up,
power,
Billy. My man Billy,
he knew
grown
it
man
was his
shit.
duty, his obligation
Yeah, I'm turning it on. I'm
to put
turning
an
it on.
end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I gotta see what happened to my damn coworkers.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
I did what?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Bitch, you made that up.
This is making things a little more fun, isn't it,
You
Stanley?
made that up, bitch.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
I can't
Shape
sprint.
it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Dude.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you.
Hey,
about
the door's
me,
open now.
Where we're going. What all this means.
Bitch!
I barely know where to start.
Oh, you dirty asshole.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Oh.
All right, I'm in a good mood.
Oh, the button.
You're gonna die
The
anyway.
button.
I'll
The
tell you
button.
exactly what happened to
It's
them.
the button.
I erased them.
You erased
I turned
them?
off the machine. I set you free.
Huh?
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office
One,
forever, pushing buttons endlessly
two.
and then dying alone.
Where the fuck is 3 at?
Other times, I let
don't
the
know what I'm
office sink
doing.
into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
3.
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been
4's over
rather
there.
amusing. Watching
I
you
don't know
try
what I'm
to make
doing.
sense of everything and
Ah.
take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
I don't think this is
My
doing anything.
goodness, only 34 seconds left.
No.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Okay.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or
I didn't
what
do
you're
anything.
supposed to be doing right
Fuck.
now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it
Stop
off?
it.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every
Shut
little
up,
thing
narrator.
in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or
Yes.
this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
I hate you.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
That did something.
Stanley, you're
I don't
in
know
for
what
quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep
Fuck.
the action moving
Sid.
along. It's
Oh,
just
dude.
seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Ah,
This is not a challenge.
What the fuck?
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first. So
but it
you
just said it had
can't.
numbers. Oh no, 427.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you
Oh
have
my
left to
God.
struggle.
Read the screen.
30
I was
seconds
reading
until
it.
a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown.
It
to
says
pieces.
goodbye.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Ah, turn it off.
Make it-
Turn it off. Turn it off.
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment when
Shut
you
up!
fall in until the
No.
moment I say,
La!
"Deliver up."
Turn it off. Son of a bitch. Bro, where are my co-workers? There were numbers behind those 4 colors. Button things. There were numbers behind. Chat, I don't know. He erased them. He said it. Yeah, he said. Oh yeah, he said he erased them. You're right. He did say that. But that doesn't make sense, bro. You can't just take this man's word for facts. You know what I'm saying? This game is weird like that.
Someone was following Stanley.
Huh?
He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What the fuck do you mean someone's... Alright, chat. I can't do that. This game is over now. We're playing Tarkov for the rest of the day. What do you mean someone's over my shoulder, dude? Stop it! Chat. I can't do this. He can't be behind me now. I'm in the corner. Nah, bro. Somebody gonna be behind me. I'm just walking 360s all day. Why did he have to say that? This game is a joke, bro. I bet they're counting how many times I turn around, too. Oh, I hate this game
When
so
Stanley
much, bro.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yet there was not a single person here
Yo,
either.
this man just triggered the
Feeling
fuck out
a
of me.
wave
Why
of
would he say
disbelief,
that?
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nah, trust me, bro. 'Cause we already did that.
Here's the
Oh, it's-
door, just go.
Here's the... Just go, dude. Just fucking do it. We went right the first time, and it just goes to another, like, you know, a lounge area. It doesn't do anything going right that first time. Trust me, bro. 'Cause we went all the wrong routes. We're just trying to figure out what the fuck happened to our coworker now. This PT now? What's that sound? Oh, is it raining that hard outside? Damn. Are you good, baby? My girl said she was wet because it's raining outside.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I gotta see what he says.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth
Okay, not
was
same thing.
that at the end, but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
I have too much to live for, guys.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
I'm gonna beat this
Did he
narrator,
have the
dude.
strength to find out?
We're gonna beat this game. We're gonna know what happened. They didn't just erase. He didn't just erase him.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
I wonder if there's
Each
any
bore
hints
the
in
number
here.
of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley,
Might be moving to
one of them,
Tacoma.
eternally
Nice, bro,
monitored in
nice.
this place where
Where is
freedom
Tacoma
meant nothing.
exactly? 103 degrees? Nah, yo, I'm jealous. That's he not at all. That's a lot of fucking heat. Yeah, but no, it's raining so hard I can hear it through my headphones, man. The window right there.
This
Right.
mind control
are there hints in
facility,
here,
it
dude?
was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I wonder, bro.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. And why was this door open and then closed right in my face? That shit was the most rude. Yeah, no backseat game. I don't want to know the answers if you guys got the answers. Guess we gotta turn it on again. There's something has to do with these 5 buttons. And then this big ass red button right here that I can't press right now. Waiting for contact. Alright, let's go turn it on again.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation,
I hope you're not really telling
to put
me
an
the
end to
ending
this
to this video
horrible
game that I'm
place
playing right now
and to
in the chat.
everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did,
After
bitch.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
I
Is
want
that
it
what
all.
you wanted?
Give me the power.
Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do.
Okay.
But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have
wait, is
nearly
this
the
door gonna
power you
open and I
think
can
you
go
do, for
inside out
example.
of it now?
And I believe you'll find this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
I want this door to
How
open.
long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
Bro, this door was
you
open.
are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Charge.
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments
how
each
is
one
this
of
door
them is.
open?
More time to talk about you, about me,
Pulse control
where
unit.
we're
I don't wanna
going,
press any
what all this
keys in
means.
power
I
switch.
barely know where to start.
Bitch.
What's that?
Oh my god.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're
Why was this
obliterated.
door open last time?
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Alright, it says hit the button.
I erased
Alright,
them.
We're gonna get the button.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance
Incorrect.
of the
Re-enter
story.
passcode?
Sometimes
What
when
the
I
fuck?
tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Code is a
Other
is a
times,
rule
I
for-
let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
You have
or
2
I let
attempts
it burn to
remaining?
a
What the
crisp.
fuck?
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's
I don't know what to do.
I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds
Oh, these
left.
fucking
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra
Just make 'em
time
all
on
yellow?
the
I
clock.
don't
Why
fucking-
not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
I don't know.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save
Number 3,
me.
number 3, number 3,
Why
number
would
3,
you
number 3,
think
number
that,
3,
Stanley?
Where's number 3 at?
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose
Fuck
in
is
this
number
place
3
is?
at? Oh, it's over there.
But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you
Wait.
replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10?
Shut up.
100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail.
Isn't that right?
Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire
you
and
want
metal
from me,
over and over
dude?
and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again.
Oh
And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
Wait,
Take a look at the
new.
clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Oh my
30
God,
seconds
dude.
until a
I
big
don't-
boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And
Well, I
believe
wanna
me,
know why
I
this
will
door
be
was
laughing
open
at every
and then it
second of
wasn't
your
open this
inevitable
time at
life
all.
From the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Motherfucker, dude. What a beat. Am I crazy? I'm not crazy, right? Like, I'm not a crazy person.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
He didn't mention the dude being over my shoulder.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Where's my guy 420 even at? Oh, 420 right here. Wow, they don't have no meme for 420? This game is trash, bro. Awaiting input. Wait, this is different. Can't do nothing else? Dude, that one just turns off. Can't do nothing else. There must be some shit on here, man. Some stuff around here. Username, access. Nah. Pay attention to the surroundings a little more. I'm curious what else I can do here. I don't think I can do anything else. This is input received. Alright, keep moving, let's keep moving, let's keep moving. That door just closed, okay. Wait, what is that? Wait a minute. This is different. Is this not different? Wait. I don't remember this hallway. Am I tripping?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's just go to the one on the right. Let's see what happens.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm not your little puppet.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting
He's
room.
such an asshole.
Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
Wait a
and got
minute.
back on track.
Wait a minute now. Some pretty looking button you got there, dude. Wouldn't mind if I pressed it, did you? Yeah, last time I just kept straight, so we completely
But
went off
Stanley
the.
didn't want to go back to the office.
Oh,
he
you know
wanted
what?
to
I know what I
wander
could do.
about and get even further off track.
I know what I could
so
do.
now, in order to get back, he needed to go Well,
Wait, what?
from here, it's, left.
No. This man took a guess. Left. This hallway looks familiar.
Oh, no.
What?
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Hey, my man's.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Let's see. We went down.
He's off the
right,
path. Let's see if he goes
down, left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes, I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I don't like this. Wait, huh? Wait, this is a garage door, right? What the fuck is it leading to? Yo, architect, let me talk to you. Let me get a conversation with you right quick, bro. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, wait a minute.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
What? My man was just like, nah, dog, again. I know what I'm supposed to do. I have an idea what I can do.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I know what I can
mean?
do. I have an
Stanley
idea.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
See, first of all, this is even on this time. Yeah, something was up with that computer last time, definitely. My man's really just said, nah, that's not right. Do it again. I know what I gotta do. See, look how much shorter this corridor is now to get to the two doors. Wait, what? Huh?
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, shit. Whatever you... Oh. I think I'm actually in the game now. I don't think I can go in that way. I can't jump. Chat. Oh, nah.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again. But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Bro, I need more weed for this game, bro. What is this game?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna keep trying 420's office. You never know.
Okay, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Bro, I'm crying right now, dog. This game is so fucking funny. What? He said, yo, go back. Yo, go back and make sure we didn't miss nothing. He's like, fuck, yo, take it out, blow on it, and put it back in.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
This is new.
The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I'm just hoping it's not a jump scare in this game, bro. Like, if somebody were to do the 666 donation, I would fucking lose my shit. Because this game is just like, it has jump scare ability. What the fuck is happening?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
He said, I'll be honest,
Is this the story?
bro. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
So. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Motherfucker, bro! He may put a line! Yo! I mean, hey, follow this fucking line. There's no way the story can mess up now, bro.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yo, this game is amazing. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Matt, bro. This was great. Wait, this isn't even the right turn. This door has been closed this whole time. I don't think this is... Hold on. I gotta check, man. I just got to. Alright, we're back to being no doors at all. Oh, no!
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Got it. Okay. He just said, fuck it, yo. Follow the line. Alright. This isn't the path. Alright. Okay. 4B4. These ain't even the right 4B5. What the fuck?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Huh? It's a little loud, dude. I can't even. Alright. It's so loud. I'm gonna go on the wall. Oh, 007. It's so loud, chat. What? Huh? What is happening? Turn it off, narrator. It's loud. Oh my god, bro. What is happening right now? This game is on sale right now. Just look on Steam. Wait, what? Huh? What? Oh, my brain, dude. This music. I can't take it.
Wait, cut the music.
Thank you.
Go back and look at that fern.
Look at that fern.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Alright, guys. Take a picture memory of this fern, chat. This is a badass fern, though. This fern bad as shit. Damn. Alright, yo, that was so trippy. Did y'all see what just happened to me right here? Y'all saw that, right? That shit was trippy as hell. Cut the music. Cut the music. Look at that fern, dude. Look at that fern, bro. Alright, let's see. This game, though. This game, though.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
What the fuck?
No.
No.
Like, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
We're back at 420. Son, these doors are usually closed. This guy is really mad. Like his story's not going the way it's supposed to go. No. Oh shit! Back here again?
Oh no! Not again, Line. How could you have done this to us?
Damn it, Line. They put TM on the line.
Through you. Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
What? No. Oh my fucking god. Hello? Hello, narrator.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Nothing.
We're intelligent people, right?
Yeah, hell
Why can't
yeah.
we make up our own story?
Fucking right.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Fucking
Ooh,
insane.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Alright.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
Fight dragons.
Use your imagination. Whatever
I
it might be,
fight
Stanley,
dragons in an
I'm ready for it.
MMORPG with my friends. What a hallway, dude.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any
This
role
turd
in
just
our
broke
awesome
back
new
into the
story.
fucking game.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Alright, just don't acknowledge it. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at the thing. Don't even look at it. And it's gone. Look at that. I love how it just like, it physically broke through the fucking wall. Alright, alright.
Ah, a choice.
Hey,
We get to make a decision.
got a choice.
From here, the story is in our control.
Here we go.
How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Huh?
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny
Logic.
awaits.
You gotta love logic. Had to test it. Wait, is it counting up? Wait. Wait, chat, wait. A confusion ending. It's been I've been here for 16 minutes. They both lead the same fucking way.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
Thanks.
So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What the fuck just happened? I just clicked on the door.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Wait.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I do that on purpose? Was that supposed to happen? Oh no, chat. I think I messed up.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to try something different.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
On accident restart everything.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, I remember going straight. There was a thing I wanted to try to do.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, this is where I wanted to go. I want to go that way.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Yeah, I hope
I realize
that wasn't supposed to
investing
end
your
like
trust
that.
in
I don't know
someone
what
else
just
can be
happened.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. I don't trust this voice. Danger, danger everywhere. Just everywhere. So Obi, do you know about that last confusion ending? Was that supposed to end like that or what? I think when I clicked the door, it might have like bugged out. Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Well then, GG. Oh no.
Now listen carefully,
Red
this
and
is
blue
important.
pill.
Stanley walked through the red door.
I gotta go to the blue door, man.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
My man said, no, no, you gonna stop right there. Hold on.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yo! Holy. Yo, they gave me the blue door behind me.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
No, narrator, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm crying. I'm posting so many clips on Twitter after this stream. Holy shit. Yo, follow me on Twitter. Mark Twitter in the chat.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you wanted?
Exposed
Was
developer
it worth ruining the
textures.
entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Oh my god.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Bet.
There we go. A third option.
What?
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Got ceiling lights. And what if I just don't go through that door? What am I doing?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
It's a leaderboard? Wait, what? .3% of the players skip the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of. How long does it take you to get through the correct door? Jesus Christ. I'm last place.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
No.
Again, honest answers, please.
It did not. The best door walker? No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Don't tell me you just restarted my fucking game.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right.
What am
and
I
if he
doing?
reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Sorry?
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Hey, chill! What am... I can't let the baby die, bro. 4 hours, he said? Alright, chat. We got, what, till about 11 o'clock? Why is the sound so annoying? Oh my god, my ears. I fucking burn, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do.
I wonder who
completely out
did
of
that for
ideas.
4 hours
I
to
can't
see
think
what
of a
happens.
single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Huh?
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Gonna put me in a Fortnite.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
No
Well, I'll
fucking
say
way,
this.
bro.
I'm done making things for you.
Can they
From
do
now
this?
on, I will only create to fulfill a
I
greater
can't jump.
artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Wait, what? Wait, what is
This
that?
will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley.
I'm crying.
Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
I can't build.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside
This
and
is your
make
house?
yourself comfortable.
Bro, can they do this? I mean, the game doesn't say Minecraft, but this is Minecraft, bro. What am I fucking what did Matt get me into, dude?
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
I don't want to play Minecraft. I'll listen to you. I'm sorry, narrator. I'll listen. This is the Minecraft y'all always wanted, yo.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Narrator, I'm so sorry, dude. Do I have an inventory and shit?
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and
Did I just hear a
linear.
zombie?
Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
No! Bro, if they put me in Fortnite, I'm gonna be upset. Game is amazing.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Chat.
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out.
Chat.
Listening to me talk. Oh,
We were just playing this
spy.
yesterday.
I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now
This
I'm
is really
curious.
creepy.
Let's go find out what the hell this is.
This is very fucking creepy. Of all, there's a billion games to put me into. And we just happened to play this yesterday? Nah, fam. Nah, they checked what games I recently played on Steam. There's no fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. Yo, this is so trippy.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking,
Bro, this
Stanley.
is so fucking
Your
trippy.
forte.
Stop this video game.
Genius.
Bruh, this is the exact game.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
What?
I really don't care much to see you stumble through.
I'm supposed to
any
be
more
in
of
there.
these games.
Oh, shit! I gotta blow my nose. That was so fucking key. What's happening right now? Like, honestly though, honestly, chat. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Out of any game they could have put me into, Portal is the game they chose because we played it yesterday. That was just insane, bro. You can't make that shit up. Oh, what the fuck? I found out again. Can I not do this? Is mine Silent Hill? Can I not do this? I'm scared. Chat, I'm scared. Somebody hold me. Yo, narrator. Hello? Sorry. Take me back to the office. I just want to find my coworkers, bro. What is this? Hello? Hello? And my lights just flickered IRL. I'm super scared right now. Hello? I just wanted to see where my coworkers went. Look at the graphics on these doors. Like, I went back in time. Hello? Hey, 423. Oh, wait. I'm looking for 4. Oh, okay, that's a light at the end of the hall. Probably looking for 427 right now, probably. Yep, 427. Bridgeboard, this game is very, very trippy, bro. We were just playing Minecraft and Portal. It's just, I can't even explain it. Just stick around. How you doing, Bridge? I just noticed tier 2 subs got a star on the sub badges, and tier 3 get golden stars. That's kind of cool. What the fuck am I supposed to do in here? This is one of those like fourth wall breaking type games that you just have to like, watch. It's so trippy. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. All right. Ah, what happened?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
He's right, I do need
That
him.
is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back.
Oh,
There's no other way.
Yeah.
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Son of a... What the fuck?
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Different audio.
No, the orders were still missing. For now.
I got a message on my phone. Can I read the message?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go through it. Let's go through it real quick.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm still so confused on what this elevator is for over here.
Here's the door, just go.
I really want to know what happened to the coworker. Like, what is the answer to this game? Is there an answer to this game? I'm gonna know it. If not, I'm just gonna go crazy.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I have to YouTube the endings.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I'm looking to see if there's any clues. I don't know what else I could do.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley.
Why was that door open? Was that a glitch?
I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Like, that door was open for a second, one time. And
turn the
I don't know how to
controls
get that back
off
open.
and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
That's the answer.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
What are these numbers?
How long until detonation then?
Maybe these numbers don't mean shit. They're just doing this to annoy me.
2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun,
it's
isn't
open.
it, Stanley?
No!
It's your time to shine. You are the star.
So why
It's your
does it do
story
that?
now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
Green 2.
What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
Incorrect.
I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
Oh my god,
You know
the
what?
answers on the
To hell
screen, I
with
just
it.
don't understand
I'm
what the
going to put
fuck they
some
mean,
extra time on the
dude.
clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
That's a fact, I don't.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Something has to do with
I mean,
over
look
here.
at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones.
Fuck,
Or maybe
I thought I
this
had
big
it.
red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail.
Shut up.
Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No
give me a
ending.
chance.
Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me.
It's got like
all
numbers
part of
on the
joke.
on the
And
on the
believe
colors.
me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
The answer's right there in front of my face. I just don't get it.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Okay. Fuck my office, bro.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Did I do everything in this first? I feel like I'm gonna try this way one more time.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Can I jump down
here.
there?
I'm not your enemy, really.
Right, I'll
not.
die, right?
I realize that investing your trust in someone, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I just had to test it. I had to test it. Wait, is there a painting in here? It is a painting in here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, we're gonna YouTube best ending to see. Look, this is a whole different fucking hallway. Why did this get triggered randomly?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before.
Really?
Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, deeply,
Wait, what?
madly.
You gonna fuck
Love.
the room, bruh? Calm down, bro.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, don't fall down.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
did. Facts.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
We didn't go through the red door.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I got you.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
This is just the same thing.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, Lord. It better not be a fucking restart.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh,
If
why
we
he say
just
oh
stay
like
right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley,
fuck?
I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Okay. That man is on some drugs, bro. This is that LSD right here, man. Can I jump off the side? No, I can't. Okay. Wait, no, I want to stay here. This is beautiful. This is one of those like screensavers.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I can go back. The music.
Right. Where were we?
Where were we? Just enjoy it, man. Just stay here, bro. Chat. Yo, namaste. Namaste, chat. Okay. The abrupt end to the music. These are walls I have in my garage, bro. What's going on now?
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Okay. Yeah, he said don't.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Yo, this is so nice, bro. Namaste. Take it all in, chat. Take it all in. Oh wait, can I not go back? Oh. This is so funny.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck the system.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die.
Fuck
what
the
about
system.
this isn't getting through to you?
The revolution will be televised.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Huh? Okay. I don't want to commit suicide. I don't want to commit the sewer. That must be it. Let me just go out there one more time and see what he says. This guy is fucking hilarious.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Yes. 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 Okay. Let's just kill ourselves. Ain't nothing else to do. Bro, this game is kind of wild. But if I was a dev, this is the kind of game I'd want to make.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Fuck you, narrator guy.
No! Oh.
Huh?
Thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
I gotta land on my
Now,
neck.
Can we please get back to the other room?
No, I gotta land on my neck this time. Hold on.
No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me.
Trust me.
I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you
got
doing this?
Neck first. I got you, bruh. This is what's supposed to happen. Neck first.
Stanley,
What the fuck?
let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Why is he like crying? No, one more time.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I
Facts.
reading the situation correctly?
Do a flip. Backflip, bitch.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
God damn it.
I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
He does sound really sad. I'm not gonna lie to Stars. He sounds super sad. Can I actually die this time? That'd be neat.
Is it over?
Oh shit.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Fucking,
Stanley
I don't
decided
know.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bruh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Try something new.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
This door was closed. Made you go the other way. I already went down there. Yeah, I think that's the Minecraft portal area. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I don't know if I did it at all. Let me just try it again. You never know. Wait, no, this just took me straight to the TV room. He was like, "Fuck it, start all over."
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
He didn't even know which way to go right here.
From here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said...
Alright, we did this already.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think it's something to do with that main room when the power's going down and shit. I mean, the time's going down. I gotta just figure out that sequence right there, man. If there is an answer, there has to be an answer.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
See, that's the elevator room right there.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Going
Coming to a
downstairs doesn't give
staircase,
you any
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There's gotta be some answer. Oh, the door's closed again. Oh, no.
Here's the door, just go.
19 endings? Alright, this is the last time we're gonna go through this. And then we're gonna Google the correct ending to like the little puzzle area. Because there's an answer here. There's an answer here.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What is storming outside right now, bro? I can hear the thunder.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Some of these employers are like in the hallways.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Facts.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
How do we do this? How do we do this? How do we do this? How do we do this?
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all this means, I barely know where to start.
Green,
What's that?
Done.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway.
You have to hit
I'll
the
tell you
buttons
exactly
between
what
each
happened to
one?
them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
This
I
guy
had to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra
but I
time
can't
on
even
the
hit
clock.
these buttons
Why
no more.
not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
I
Dear
won't let me
me,
do
what's the matter,
anything.
Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right
Oh
now?
my goodness.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Yes.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved?
Nah, it's not gonna
Do you
work.
have any idea of fire and
I
metal
think you can,
over and
yo.
over and over for all of eternity?
But this is the type of game I
And
love, man. This has
Stanley
been so much
died
fun
again.
to play. I appreciate y'all hanging out with your
Stanley
boy,
died
for real,
again.
for real.
And Stanley died
This is
again.
the if y'all have any games like this,
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
Put me
That's
on.
30 seconds you have left to
put
struggle.
me on, Chad.
30 seconds until a big
Wait, there's
boom
something
and
to
then
press?
nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown
Stop
to
it.
pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life?
Stop
or
it.
will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me.
Stop it.
All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your
God.
inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Alright, GG's. Technically, I'm already dead. Huh? One of them will stop it? Oh, wait a minute. This is new. Wait a minute. I was just about to quit, and now we got a new shit. There's paper on the floor.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Why is there paper all on the floor? This is something new. I figured we were done everything. This is it right here, like okay, all right, we're doing something now. I'm not quitting. Nah, we're not quitting. Cause what the fuck is this? Now we're at 2. Nah, fam. No more quitting on me. We gotta finish this game. We gotta finish this motherfucking game. Cause now this is a thing. This is a thing right here, bruh. This is a thing. I saw Soda Pop play this game like last year. Yeah, I got it. Like, we gotta beat this game. Nah, this is they done fucked up.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Maybe I have to keep fucking up, and then eventually that gets answered. Like,
Yet there was not a single person
nah,
here either.
I gotta know now.
Feeling
I
a
can't
wave
YouTube
of
this.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Bouncing
Coming to a
duck
staircase,
simulator?
Stanley
What the
walked
fuck?
upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, it's talking about like another suggested game. Alright, yeah. Throw me that in the Discord. Don't do it right now. I'm not gonna be able to catch it. But link me in the Discord. I got you, bro. We gonna play all these type of games. This is fucking. This is so much fun. Teak, we gotta figure out what happened to everybody. Honestly, yo.
Here's the door. Just go.
I'm so intrigued now. I don't even know what. Let's be starting it, I guess. And then maybe. I don't know what to do. We're gonna do this one more time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
See if
read
another
Mind
computer
Control
pops
Facility.
up where I can hit that button again.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This game is a big mystery, bruh. And I thought I did it all.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
I feel like
Stanley's
there's
co-workers,
answers all in
the lives
around
of
here.
so
Like,
many
the answers are
individuals
here
reduced
in
to
the game. You
images
just
on a
gotta really
screen.
pay attention.
And
I just
Stanley,
don't.
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his
Who's
boring
Pirate up
job?
there?
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
Why?
Was it even possible?
Never.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
This is the one,
happy,
chat. We're gonna figure
or
it out.
sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Alright.
Oh, Stanley.
We broke this over here
I
last
applaud your
time.
effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's
I don't know what
only
I did
so
to break
much
it.
that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Are these numbers?
If you want to
Are there
throw my
numbers
story
anywhere?
off
Do y'all see
track, you're going to
numbers?
have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
0521.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time
have
left
yellow?
to enjoy it. Mere moments until the
It says
bomb
yellow.
goes off.
Is there
But
a
what
number on
precious
that
moments
yellow? I
each one
can't
of them
even
is.
see it.
More time to talk
Looks
about
like it says
you,
yellow 4
about
on it.
me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely
so
know
yellow
where to
4.
start.
I can't press yellow right now.
What's
Alright,
that?
so 4 is yellow.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are.
Wait, now it's
A
like it
moment of
says
solace before you're
green. I don't know
obliterated.
what the fuck?
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you
Alright,
exactly what
was
happened
it
to
red
them.
first?
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Don't
Of
blow
course,
things up
that
this
was
time. I'm
merely
trying
in
not
this
to. I'm trying to
instance
think
of
what the
story.
numbers were.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly
No.
and then dying alone.
No. Okay.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
green.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested
yellow.
away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure
give me new
whatever I
numbers,
come up
give me
with
new
on the
numbers.
next go-around will be even better. My goodness,
1.
only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it.
I think I'm getting it.
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Wait.
These are precious additional
Blue
seconds,
one?
Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
They're fucking broken
Oh
again.
dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be
Motherfucker,
doing
dude.
right now?
Hit the button.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of
All right,
turning it
blue
off?
one,
I mean, look at you.
yellow 4.
Running from button to button, screen to screen,
This door is
clicking
a
on
bait.
every little thing in
I
this
hate that
room.
door so much.
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will
Wait, now it's
save me.
blue 3.
Why would
What
you
the
think that,
fuck?
Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Purple 2. What?
But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb
And
go off
why do
each
these
time
break
you
after
fail.
one trance? Like
Just
these
you
used
and
to.
me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have
Fuck.
left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then
Can't even
nothing.
press the button no
No
more.
ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your
Enable
frail
backup
life,
power to
or will you let it
activate?
go
How?
peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
I don't
and believe me,
know.
I will be laughing at every second
Not
of
gonna
your
make it in time.
inevitable life from the
Not gonna
moment
make it in
we
time.
fade in until the moment I say.
Silver. I mean, you just end up dying. Alright, we gotta look for another computer that I can press a button on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait a minute. This is already... Huh? Okay, so all game, this hallway has turned to the right. And now we're going to the left.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wait. No, wait. Wasn't it going into the right? I thought it went to the right. I'm tripping. I'm looking for a computer I can press a button on, and it won't even show up now. I mean, nah, Silver, I haven't tried to do nothing, but I can try it. But I feel like doing nothing isn't gonna do something.
Stanley went around touching
I can't
every
even,
little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Dude, how do I
Nor
activate
did it
those
advance the story in any
computers?
way.
It's gonna advance the story, sir. Don't you fucking say that. How do I activate these computers to do the button thing? Ah, Chad. This game is hard.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door
Alright,
on
we'll
his
do
left.
nothing. We'll try it and we'll just do nothing.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
We'll try it, man. I don't know what that's gonna do. Yeah, but Silver, he's been like kind of lying to us the whole stream, like low key. He's not the most trustworthy voice. We're not really lying to us. Just I don't know. It's
Stanley
kinda
walked
weird.
straight ahead through the large door that read
This is a really
Mind Control
intriguing
Facility.
game, He's just not really trustworthy, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna listen to him. I mean, what he wants us to do is turn it off. So us turning it on is already against
The
his
lights
wishes.
rose on an enormous room packed with
Identity.
television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. did he have the strength to find out?
I just don't think that's the right play.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
It's because you keep making me drink water, that's why.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
There's too many buttons
or
around
sad,
here.
Or content.
For it
Walking,
to mean nothing.
eating,
Like,
working,
I don't...
all of it monitored and commanded
We'll do it, though.
from
We'll
this
try your
place.
play
And
out.
as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
Alright, we're not even gonna try
Stanley,
it. We're not gonna
you
move.
didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track,
if you're wrong,
you're
I'm
going to have to
banning
do
you.
much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example,
Why don't I just press
and I
off? Because
believe
then the
you'll
game
find
ends
this
and I just
pertinent,
restart.
Stanley suddenly realized
lights are
he had
flicking,
just
chat. I'm sorry if I
initiated
go
the
down
network's
again.
emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then?
Y'all see my lights
Let's
flickering,
say,
right?
2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Not gonna do
it's
anything.
your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's
Just turn it
desires.
off.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Not gonna
What a
do
shame
anything.
we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though,
Yeah, it's so
this
evil.
version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
Oh, we've
That
died
this video
plenty
game
of
can be
times
beaten?
already.
one solved?
Now, this game
Do
can
you
be
have
beaten.
any idea what your
I
purpose
know.
in this place is?
Those
Do you really
computers in
believe
back
there's
in the
an answer?
office that keep
How
adding
many
one
times
bar
will you
every
replay
time.
this bit, looking desperately for a
key.
solution? 10, 100, 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me in the retching explosion
more
of
times
fire
than
and
playing
metal
Sekiro.
over and over and over for all of eternity.
You don't get back in
And
Sekiro, by the way. I don't think I
Stanley
forgot about
died
that
again.
game.
And Stanley
Maybe not. Maybe
died
not.
again.
Sekiro, that game triggers me on stream.
And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's
at
30
it.
seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big
Turn it
boom
off.
and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Okay. Any more questions? Suggestions?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Dude,
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
see how we're going to the right now? This shit changes randomly. And then again, I don't have a computer to do the thing on, bro. Ooh, fuck. How do I activate that? Don't say sorry, man. I just didn't. We gotta try something. I passed one? No, they're all off. They're all off.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
what's the key
but
to
it didn't make
activating
a
one of those
single
things, man?
difference.
Maybe when you
Nor
disobey
did it
him
advance the story in any
and
way.
die, it'll activate a thing.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
Let's just
doors, this was
disobey and
not the
die
correct
as
way
fast
to
as
the meeting
possible.
room,
See
and
what
Stanley
happens.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
you start it,
just
turn
to
it off.
admire it.
Huh?
And here it was, the lounge.
You would have searched it up.
But
I'm
eager to
just
get
the type
back
of
to
person
business,
that I want to
Stanley
do
took
it,
the first open
you
door
know,
on his left.
to get the first reactions out of it. You know, that's just how I like to play games.
Stanley was so bad at
These are the type
following
of games I
directions,
love, man.
it's
I gotta start
incredible he
playing
wasn't
more of
5
these,
years
though.
ago.
Like for real, for real. Alright, we're gonna kill ourselves. See what happens.
Look,
Yeet.
Stanley, I think perhaps we... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good
Nice.
job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I'm very powerful. Thank you. I'm the best. Yeah, we got papers on the floor again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance
it?
from
Is that
others,
it?
so
Is that
the
it?
thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Dudes. Star, so we gotta figure out how to activate one of these computers so I can like upload some shit. So we're trying to figure out what it is to activate them.
When
There's some reason
Stanley
why I have
came to a
papers
set
all
of
on the
2
floor and
open
shit.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. No hints. I mean, I was literally just about to look it up.
Yet there was not a single
and then
person
it
here
like reeled
either.
me back in.
Feeling
you know what I mean?
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
didn't even
boss's
expect to
office.
stream this for
Hoping
the
he might,
whole
coming
4
to a
hours,
staircase,
but, like, here we
Stanley
are.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, let me check this elevator one more time. This elevator was really weird. As in, it did nothing. Whatever you do, Star Wars, just don't you dare spoil. Stanley. Alright. I don't think this does anything. This is the most random piece of thing in the game. Like, what the fuck? There's gotta be something to this. Like, everything else in this game, literally everything else in this game does something. It narrates something, like, but this just... It's just an elevator. This is it. This is all it does. I don't know. And then you hear him whisper, Stanley. I have no clue what that is for, but okay, whatever. Keep moving.
Here's the door, just go.
Might be something with that elevator, man. I don't know. That's what Obi was saying. There's like 19 endings. But I want the actual ending, man. Like, I want the ending. And I think it has to do with the computers.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yep. Here we go.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Don't care.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
You know it. Open that gate to hell. I'm jumping right in, boy. Cannonball!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
This shit was so trippy.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
See, that one time the corridor took me to the left? It was so trippy. The fuck? There's supposed to be a Tron part of this game I haven't gotten to yet. Alien development we designed and Stanley could end up in the battlefield fighting aliens. The action game becomes syndicate and would rage war against the narrator. Wait, we realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as a making of a fun people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Wait, what? Alien base? Awesome. Yo, that seems like that would have been fucking hilarious. Do you type with boxing gloves on? How do you type with boxing? You don't. What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. Yes, teach me. Is this something that teaches me? Oh, narrator emails. Huh? Oh, I get it. I get it. Hi, I'm about to come have some. Why would you do that? You telling me what the significance of the number 111-2800 is? The fuck? Nah, there's a main ending. Don't spoil me. Don't say nothing else, Star. Huh? Wait. Damn it. Oh shit. Wait, 15 seconds to pick up that phone? I remember that phone. How do I get back to the phone? I remember that ending. And I thought I waited a long ass time to pick up that phone. I guess I didn't wait 15 seconds. Maybe I go back and wait that 15 seconds. This is my office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in 11, the second 12, and the third in 2013. Okay. Nah, dude, we gotta get back to that phone. Because the phone pretty much just... level that William, the level designer, sent Darby, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level, oh, William higher. So much of the environment has changed. The basic layout from the mock-up is still in the... This is actual, like, shit. Okay. Alright. How do I get back to that damn phone call?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
Oh, this is when I
You can
die.
still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Alright, I'm gonna just look on the computers. There's nothing there. We're gonna YouTube it. Museum ending. Yo, Nakuma, man, this game has been fucking so dope, actually. I love this type of game. It's like a really interesting kind of story. I really can't even explain it. You just gotta play it. Oh, is it over? I gotta restart myself manually, right? That's a GG. I just died.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
And nothing. Damn, bro. Yeah, we're gonna have to YouTube it. Whoa, how did I get up there? Oh. Yo, link me to the video you watching, Star. Is it having all the endings on there or what? Damn, man. I really wish we could do it. I don't have the time or the patience. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. This tells you how to do all the endings. Oh, you got it on a website? Oh, shit. Okay, alright. Freedom ending, countdown ending. Yeah, we saw the ending. Escape pod ending. Quickly enter and leave the boss's office, making sure the doors are closed. All doors behind you will open, including the bathroom. Go back towards Stanley's office. A door will be open from the... What the fuck? Heaven ending? Wait, what? There's a broom wait, huh? Nat Stanley ending, real person ending, Zending games ending, art ending. What the fuck? Out of map ending, serious ending. In Steam type. Wait, mine is console to launch the options, run the game, and input. Wait, what? This will teleport you to the serious room where you are sentenced to stay for 100 billion trillion years. Huh? How is who discovered this ending? Sometimes when the game restarts, the office is all bluish. When this occurs, you can open room 426. Once open, you will a small room. You will be in a small room, I think, in which a whiteboard hangs on the wall saying, "Welcome to the whiteboard ending." This is the more like an Easter egg or a joke given the game's developers. Oh, that's the joke ending? Alright, let's try to get I kinda wanna try one of these endings. Let's do escape pod. That sounds kind of crazy. So listen to the narrator until you reach the boss's office. Quickly enter and leave the boss's office, making sure the doors are closed. Let's do escape pod. That sounds kind of lit. The one ending where I'm supposed to open up my fucking console, which I can't even do right now. Like, who discovered that shit? Fucking hackers. Alright, escape pod. Let's do that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Whoops.
he entered the door on his left.
Can I really come all the way back down here?
Yet
there's
there
a
was not a
broom
single
closet
person
ending.
here either.
I pass
Feeling
past
a wave of
this broom
disbelief,
closet all the time.
Stanley
There's an
decided to
ending
go
in here?
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
check
there.
that out.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. So we're in here.
Here's the door, just go.
Can't go back. Did I go in too far? You ain't beat this yet? I mean, we beat it. Now we're just trying to get different endings. It said go to the office and then turn around, right? Maybe I went too far. I did it wrong? Yeah, I went too far. Maybe not all the way inside the office.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Checking the computers, checking the computers. You never know, you never know. Alright, let's go. So none of the endings have like a load up the computer thing? Maybe I didn't read them all.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
I think I'm gonna
Feeling
make a
a wave
channel
of
called like
disbelief,
game
Stanley
suggestions or some
decided to
shit.
go up to his boss's office.
Or it's
Coming
just
to
some
a
channel in
staircase,
there y'all can put
Stanley
me
walked
onto.
upstairs
put
to
him
his
in
boss's
looking
office.
to play. If y'all want me to play another game like the one Star Wars posted, put in looking to play, and then I'll check them out. Alright, alright, alright. In and out. Nope.
Here's the door.
Ooh, I did it. I can't even go in there now. Oh, it's locked. Oh, this is a different saying now. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money that doesn't rhyme at all. That didn't rhyme at all, chat. Alright, we're doing it. New ending, new ending, new ending, new ending, new ending. What if the narrator just completely stopped talking? Like, he was like, whoa, wait a minute. You're doing something crazy now. I don't even know what else to do. I didn't finish reading what I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, this door is open now. Okay. You are now leaving. Okay. Alright, Star Wars. Have a good one, brother. Oh, this is the other side of the window. Escape pod bay. Yo, how was I supposed to find this? Like what? What is this, bro? What is this game? What was the red door? Wait, huh? It's kind of eerie. There's no sound. Narrator went silent. Wait a minute. This is the same. Was I lied to? Keep going up? I don't know. Okay, alright, okay. 757. I am going up. The numbers are going up. But this isn't fucking changing. I'm so confused. Okay, I think that's the last one is coming up. Right? This has to be the last one, dude. It doesn't go up anymore. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is scary. I don't like this. Please don't be a jump scare, bro. I cannot take it. Do I just keep walking? I don't know if I'm moving until I only know if I'm moving if I'm walking behind. Oh shit. What the fuck? I broke the game. I don't think that's how that was supposed to go. Where's the phone ringing now?
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Narrator ain't say one thing. But what is this game? No computers, by the way. No computers, no computers. The narrator isn't even talking no more.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered to...
Okay. I don't know if he broke that ending or not, but let's see. First activating input on 419 computer. Huh? Oh, this is the thing that we were just talking about. So I activated both of these computers already. Hold on, what? Okay, let's restart the game. Because I already activated these things. I want to get this heaven ending, because this is the ending I was trying to get to with the buttons and shit. What? I just restarted the game. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This isn't my fucking office, bro. What is this game? This is not my office.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance
What
the
is
story
this
in any
shit,
way.
bruh? What? I can't even hit the computers that I want to hit because this whole game just wanted to be different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Damn. No. 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 I don't get it, dude.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Alright. We already did 419 and 423 bullshit, so... This time, activate the input on the computer scene before entering the... Oh, you know what? I haven't done that yet. And now the next button's on the office, on the computer in front of boss's room. Got it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ha! Boom. Okay. No. Not that. Shit. Okay, restart the game and then activate input on 434. Alright, so this is the way I was trying to actually do without the help. So we gotta see what happens.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his.
We start the game and input on act. Alright, now is Stanley's. This is probably gonna be so stupid.
Co-workers.
We made it, boys. We did it. This is heaven. We fucking made it to heaven, boys. This is what heaven is. I don't know what the fuck. Heaven just got buttons. This is all heaven is, bro. Oh, I hit the button. Oh shit. Wait, what? What is this game, dude? There's no way they want me to turn all these off. Oh, he's saying buttons. There's no way they want me to do this. Oh, the lights are turning back on. Buttons. Is that it? There are 432 buttons that move around, and a choir that says "push the buttons." I think it just says buttons. Matt, this game has been fucking amazing, dude. Alright. That was heaven. Alright, is there an actual ending that has to do with pushing the buttons in that room? You did that one. Take the right door and go to the warehouse. Drop to your death without boarding the... Yeah, I did that. Same as a powerful ending, but quickly get off the lift before it takes you to then jump off of the floor below. The narrator then speaks some sarcastic comments in the ending, mocking you for forcing yourself to fall to your death. Apartment ending, did that. Nat Stanley real person ending. Do what you would do for the phone ending. Instead of answering the phone, crouch next to the outlet and unplug the phone. Wait, how did we get to the phone ending? Dude, it's already 9 o'clock, man. But, I mean, I don't work tomorrow. I'm so intrigued on this fucking game right now. How do we get to the phone ending again? Take the right door, go into the warehouse, take the cargo lift across without jumping. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Back and better now with a floating
Stanley
island for
decided
my
to go to
kitchen.
the meeting
Nice,
room
bro.
to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself
Floating
and
island, that
constantly
sounds
needed
like
support
money,
and guidance
dude. I'm
from
kinda
others.
jealous.
So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Nah, Matt, I need more games like this, please. Like, I didn't
When
expect to
Stanley
even play
came
this
to a
game
set of 2
for
open
4 hours,
books, this
but
was
like, here
not
I
the
am.
correct way to the meeting room, and
This game
Stanley
was
knew
great,
it perfectly
man.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Your girl making dinner? Yo, my girl makes shrimp tacos.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
So I
it's
need to hurry up
incredible he
and
wasn't
eat.
fired years ago.
Get some food in me.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Chicken and rice.
I
Nice.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been
it
about
even
nothing
said
but
if you don't answer
all
the
this
phone
time.
in 15 seconds,
There's
a
someone
different
you've been
ending will happen.
neglecting, Stanley.
And now there's another ending
Someone
where
you've
I can
forgotten
unplug
about.
the phone.
Please, stop
think I'm gonna
trying to make
unplug
every
the phone.
decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem
Talk about
yourself.
my wife, alright, man.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Oh my god, every time.
That's her, Stanley.
Alright,
You
don't
need
answer
to
the
be
phone.
the one to do this. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
I didn't even see the
But that
cord
wasn't
the
supposed
first
to be
time.
a choice. How did you do that?
How did you do
actually
that?
chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Hold on, huh? Wait.
Choice.
Wait.
It's the best part of being a real person.
Wait.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? My goodness. Wait, what? What? I don't. A back sack
Excellent.
and crack.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy
What is he
decision-making
doing with that
process.
alligator?
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back.
The fuck?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
You want me to go all the way back?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful,
I can't even
have
jump
you
off.
jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I want to jump off so bad. They're gonna make me follow the story now, because they know I'm a fucking player. They're taking me all the way back through the lounge.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Was that it?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
We're just back on the regular track now.
Coming
no.
to a staircase,
I can't go downstairs.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
They're not giving me no choice. I wonder if the right door would have closed in my face if I tried to go through it. See what's written on the wall this time. Oh, I can't even, dude. They have no games playing right now, bro. You gonna follow this fucking path? Wait a minute. This is different.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
Really?
Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Open sesame.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Does he
spoke
really
it
want me to-
into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I don't have Night Shark 115. I don't have my. I mean, does it really want me to do that?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the
All right,
receiver.
okay.
Otherwise, we can't get on with the story.
Okay.
This is a crucial step.
One second, dude. What's the fucking code? What was-
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single
it.
thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you
really
know.
upset,
You could
bro.
have
I'm
gone
sorry.
through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
What? Huh?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. Alright. I got it in my mic in now. I forgot what he wanted me to freaking say, so I didn't even try it. I'll try it again though.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and
Did I break
always
the
putting
game?
the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Maybe I went too fast.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as
Did I break the game? Was this supposed to be the ending? Taking the left door will allow the game to proceed as normal without the keypad access to the microcontroller. You're presented with the voice box. Player can't do so because Stanley is silent. Okay. The game does not include access to your microphone. Okay. I'll unplug that. In the end, after going through both doors at least once, you leave Stanley's body and appear. Hold on, no. Spoilers. Okay, they want me to go through the right door.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Yo. What the fuck you got going on over here, bruh? This is not how you make a filing cabinet. Yo. This picture's fucked up. This game is trippy as hell. Wait, is that it? I can't go do it.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
I think I really broke him.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
So sorry.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end. end.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
We did it now. We did it, Chad.
All right. Stanley, this is important.
Finally!
The story needs you. It needs
We did
you
it!
to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together.
Just
I'll
please.
accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
It's Stanley, goofy
Do
looking
something.
ass.
Anything.
He's so
This is more
sad.
important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this?
Are you
Stanley, are you
there?
there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct.
Galactic
That is the
Cafe,
best
man. Shout out to
choice.
you guys.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
I wonder if Galactic Cafe has a Twitter. I'm gonna at them and be like, yo, thank you so much. That's it. That's a GG right there. That's a GG. Huh?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
I don't want to go
will
back
be
to
happy.
heaven.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What? What?
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
There is one more ending if you don't answer the phone, but we've literally been on this game for way longer than I thought. I'm gonna call it right there. That was a great game. That was great. Out of map ending, get on top of the desk on the left with the square computer and leave through the window. Huh? 434. Wait, what?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wait, it said get on top and get out the window. Wait, huh? Did I read that right? Pre-two-door room endings. Okay. Just get on top of the desk on the left with a square computer in the front office and leave through the window. This is possible by walking up to the chair and continuing on the left of it. Or continuing on the top of it. Within crouch and leave through the window. Wait, what? Dead ass. Yeah, that computer does look really square. Not working.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
How do they want me to do it? I want to see what this does. This is possible by walking up to the chair and continuing on top of it. You will crouch. Exit Stanley's office, approach the chair at employee 434's desk, and walk up to it. Crouch on top of the desk. I don't even know what the fuck. Just walk up to it? This is 434. How do I even crouch? How do I crouch? How do I crouch? How do I crouch? What's the... Oh. Wait, what do I do now?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Are you sick of this gag yet? Nah, not really.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected Continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
That's it. That's a GG. That's it. What is this game, bro? I gotta do it again. I gotta do it again, because I'm a fucking crazy-ass lunatic.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game.
The game is
so,
funny, bro.
Just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way.
Bro, this game was
but his
hilarious,
brain
man.
had long ceased to function. Which